Joystick.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joystick. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel, and today I bring you the next episode in the top 50 Atari ST games, with games 20 to 16. That's right, we're in the top 20. The games were already magnificent in the last 5, they're only going to get better from here on in. And the best thing about me doing this list is hearing your comments, so please do write in the section below what you think of these 5 games. Do you think they deserve their spot? Are you worried that your top games won't be in the top list? Let me know. Take care, guys.
Number 20.
Sensible Soccer was an event around my way. We'd graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, that is Kickoff, Player Manager, Kickoff Extra Time and Kickoff 2, and we were ready for the next development in football simulation. Could anything possibly topple Dino Dini's brilliant game from its pedestal as the best football game of all time? I think even Sensible Software might have been surprised as anyone, given that the game arose by chance one day when playing around with some sprites from Megalomania and giving them a ball to kick around. Picking Sensible Soccer's black box up and taking it to the tills at W.H. Smith's remains one of the most enduring memories of my gaming youth. I'd played the game a ton at my cousin's house and had saved my pocket money religiously until I could afford my own copy. This memory is so vivid, I can still feel the box in my hand as I looked down at the blurry picture of Rudolph and waited patiently for my mum to finish her other errands she had that day so I could take it home and play it. And boy did I play it. Hours and hours, days and days were spent perfecting my Sensi game. I think the thing that hooked me in most was the zoomed out view of the pitch. It was a far cry from Kickoff's head down sprint for goal approach. This view enabled you to see your players ahead of you and how the defence lined up against them, and that way you could plan out not just the next pass but the pass after that and the pass after that, like some sort of real-time balletic chess match. And when those moves were successful and resulted in a glorious goal, it was incredibly satisfying.
Number 19.
This is a video game version of the Belgian comic strip Le Tunic Bleu, which is a parody set during the American Civil War, though to be honest it's a bit more of a silly farce than a serious parody. The game switches between strategy and action game sequences. The strategy portion of the game takes part on a map of North America, upon which you'll move your units around to capture states and increase your influence, capture a city on a train line to increase your income, capture a port to receive reinforcements, or advance on your enemy to take part in active battles. When you move a unit into a city owned by your opponent, a sequence plays out where you must beat the clock to capture the opponent's flag. Move your unit to a state occupied by your opponent's unit, however, and that will result in a battle. These battles are great fun, with you taking control of a battalion of infantry, a phalanx of cannons, or a squadron of cavalry to take down your opponent. There's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors element to the combat here, and it can feel utterly triumphant to take out the enemy troops with your last remaining unit. The strategy here could be described as lightweight, but the different action sequences keep each playthrough interesting, and the different options that you can tweak going into each game, like CPU difficulty and starting year, keep you coming back for more, and the overall presentation is excellent thanks to the artwork being very consistent with the comic book. Little touches like being able to pinch the photographer's bottom and the safe opening to knock the soldier off the screen are great, and they had a lot of charm.
Number 18.
Talk about ahead of its time. Hunter is a 3D open world game with objectives that encourage exploration and lateral thinking. Or you can just forget the objectives and romp around in a tank for half an hour. Great fun. You start the game on a small island with nothing to your name but a gun, a car and a fetching pair of green fatigues. And you must gather the things you need to succeed at your mission. As you explore the map, you'll find a raft of useful equipment to help you in your mission, ranging from weapons to first aid kits and cool radar mapping devices. The real joy of this game, though, is using the vehicles to explore the vast map. Finding a new vehicle to experiment with is a joy. Some are more useful than others, however. I mean, do you want to raid the enemy territory on a push bike or a windsurf? Perhaps stick to the heavily armoured tanks and helicopters, eh? The experimentation doesn't end there either. Learning how to take advantage of the vast array of weaponry at your disposal is great fun. Can I take out an enemy tank with landmines? Or is it best to stand back and use an RPG? The game is full of little touches to make you smile. Watch out for sharks as you swim in the water, and the game will deduct points if you accidentally run over ducks in your tank. You can bribe suspected individuals with food and money, and the enemy AI is both malicious and believable. There really was a sense of wonder when playing this game. That frisson of excitement that you got when discovering something new is something that I will remember for a long time to come.
Number 17.
I can't tell you how delighted I am that this game has made it this far up the list. Not only is it great to see a game released as shareware charting so strongly, but the amount of love weaved into this game by its creator Jeff Minter is evident for all to see. At its heart, Llamatron 2112 is a clone of the brilliant Robotron, the seminal twin-stick arena shooter from the genius that is Eugene Jarvis. Now, a lot of the appeal of the Williams arcades like Robotron, Defender and Joust was how bombastic, kinetic and loud they were. You couldn't walk past one of those arcade cabs without having your attention grabbed by the scruff of its neck. Llamatron emulates the feel of those games brilliantly. It's loud, it's brash, and it adds just a little dash of Great British silliness into the mix that's just delightful. One thing that I'm thankful for that Llamatron doesn't emulate perfectly is Robotron's difficulty. Thankfully, Jeff is a little gentler to us than Eugene, and progress is one a little easier than the arcade original. Don't get me wrong, there is still a steep challenge to be found here, but it comes much later in the game, allowing new players to at least get their feet wet before being pounded into the sand. It's a little sacrilegious to say this, but I genuinely think that Llamatron is an improvement on Robotron. Who'd have thought? It is possible to improve on perfection.
Number 16.
Only 16th? How dare you? I'm kidding, of course. It's actually a delight to see my favourite ST game poll so highly, and given how simple it is, it's a testament to just how well Archie McLean executed this tightly focused concept. A sequel to International Karate, IK Plus makes many improvements to the original, but perhaps the most exciting is the addition of an extra fighter. The slow, Bruce Lee-style chess-match duels of the original are long gone, replaced by frantic, heart-pounding brawls more often seen in Jackie Chan movies. And that's right up my weapon-strewn alley. The control system here is great. Each direction of the joystick gives a move, and then each direction combined with a fire button gives another, giving the player a huge repertoire of moves to choose from. And then each move has its own effective distance too, which means to master IK Plus is to master its moves, and to know which move is best in which situation. Place this system into a frantic high-speed brawl and it becomes one of the best Twitch gaming experiences on the ST. Add into all this the great sprite work and animation, a plethora of hidden secrets. T for trousers, anyone? Great sampled sound effects from Enter the Dragon, entertaining minigames and a great soundtrack, and you've got the best beat 'em up on the ST. It's a must play. But aside from all this brilliance, or maybe because of it, the thing I love most about IK Plus is how it makes me laugh. 2-player sessions will have both players properly belly laughing at the visceral slapstick comedy played out on screen, and that's a rare delight in video games on any system.